to another episode of our Saint Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we look at Jason, Saint Rose, better known as Oslo. Do you remember? I did an episode with a mother that was hit with a pow and sent to Dovecat, Miss Marilyn John, and I told you her son, Jamal John, was sent to Dovecat as well. Well, I am going to show you what all played out. Please remember to hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and for all our latest videos, hit the bell icon so that when we drop these videos, you see them immediately. You see, Jason was a youth that was heading for stardom. He was a star athlete that attended the St. Vincent Boys Grammar School. The St. Vincent Boys Grammar School is the most prestigious all boys school in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There is an exam called the Common Entrance Examinations that you sit that would take you from the primary school onto the high school. And every mother's dream is for their boys to go to the St. Vincent Grammar School. Not everyone that goes to the grammar school comes from a wealthy background. Some of the boys are very poor, but some of them get sponsors and scholarship, and some of them would hustle to put themselves to school. I had friends like that who had nobody to back them. Every weekend they would go out and sell stuff just to get monies from Monday to Friday to eat a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner. Unlike some of the young men today who don't want to work, Jason was different. One time he said that the reason why there are so many poor people is that every money they make, they want to buy a lot of brand name shoes. They head a cheat to buy the clocks instead of trying to save up some money to make their lives better. It is alleged that Jason started to do some little hustles around the school, but he decided to take it to the streets. So he went around and started to sell his items. But when he went on a corner, the men tried to run him out. The man them say, "You, this is our territory. You can't sell here. Otherwise, it would be problems." But one Jamal stepped in and said, "You can't push around the youth like that. Remember, I was here before you guys and I never ran you out. So don't try to run out the little youth." And for that, we must applaud Jamal. You heard what the other men said to the youth. Get out of here. Because they saw him as a competition. And that is the thing about life. You know, there are a lot of shops on several blocks around. And there are people who would hate on each other just because they have a shop on the same block or because they are selling the same item like you are selling. And that is one of the biggest problems affecting the black communities. How come you don't see the Indians or the Syrians trying to go against one another? They are happy when another Syrian open a shop on the block because they want to take over the entire city. But by the time another black brother opens up a shop, he sees that brother as a competition. And not only that, they like to go around and create false rumors. I remembered that one Mazai had opened an Ital shop, and the man Ital was selling like hot butter bread. Men became jealous because every van driver and every conductor from all parts would pull up to Mazai and buy the local Ital. But you know what one proprietor did? She said that the man is cooking with river water. Or he goes and pee and doesn't wash his hands. And that was not true. Because everybody knows Mazai is one of the cleanest ITEL men around. You know, white suit, white rug, everything's spick and spank and shine. And that is exactly what a jealousy does. When they can't bring down your business, they try to create false rumors. So you see, after the incident happened with Jason, Jamal decided to take him under his wings. But you see, Jamal was a smart youth. He went around and he investigated about Jason, and he found out that he was living under the streets. So Jamal asked him where he was living, if he was on the street, and Jason denied. You know, sometimes in life, you want to go to some people, but you are scared because you're afraid that they would go and talk back or they would throw it in your face. But after Jamal told him, I'm not like the others, you know, you can tell me, my friend. And he admitted to sleeping in an abandoned building out at the villa. So Jamal decided to become a good Samaritan. He invited Jason to come and live with him at the Poliad. But he set up some conditions. He said that you have to behave yourself and you have to keep hustling you. And the most important of all, you have to continue to go to school. So Jamal took him in, and Jason continued going to school. And you know what Jason did? He expanded his business. He started to sell juice. Yeah, man. Night time, the man would freeze the juice on them and take them to school in the morning. And the juice was selling. But he did not bad spend his money. He decided to save it. And he even gave Jamal money to save and encouraged Jamal to save his money too. So on weekends he would go out and he would hustle his fruits. You see, there are a lot of youths who often get mixed up in criminal activities, and they would tell you that times are hard just to make an excuse. But Jason had it harder too. At one point he was homeless, but he did not turn to crime. And he did not make excuses. He did not want anyone to pity him. He knew that the only way that he could get out of poverty was if he hustled harder. But news broke out that some unknown assailants ran into a shop and tack and rinsed out everything. Them say Jamal got it the worst. And Jason had tried to run, but the man them beat out the machine. And another man was hit with the power wallers. Yeah, man. Two men were sent to Dovecat. Young Jason and Jamal. Screams echoed all over Polia. The nation wept as they heard about the incident. And as I said before, sometimes you know, some like $200 and $300. The man them a send man a dove cat for you know. And remember Jason said that most youth them a run for the big shoes them. So probably just a one clocks. The man who put us on that works could have buy with that small money, you know. And send the youth a dove cat. One of St. Vincent's most prominent stars. And you see the man them who mash that works. They are probably on some blocks right now boasting about what they did. But you see, real general, not send a woman and pick me a dove cat. No, sir. Long time ago, I told you before the people used to be more loving. We never used to hear see them as send you to dove cat. We used to protect the woman them and make sure everything nice and dandy. You know, even if a man guy in a land and him have two yam, he will pass and him say, Mr. Pearl, you want two yam for cook? How much man I say that now? I don't do the stories. We want to say condolences to the families of Jason and Jamal. And I covered the story with Jamal's mother also. Several weeks after the incident, Jamal's mother was also sent to Dovecut by unknown assailant. And I told you before, we know Jamal's family very well. And it's so unfortunate that we are losing so many people that we are familiar with, and these things need to stop. I was looking at one of the minister's posts recently, and he highlighted where persons can come and get some chicken. You build up a pen and you can rear the birds and have a meat and eggs. You don't have to trouble anyone's thing. You don't have to send the next man to Dovecat. There are now programs where you can get into and learn skills. You can even make a juice or hustle fruits on the other corner, like Jason and Jamal did.